Welcome to Profit Channels. This is my disclaimer. I am not a financial advisor and I don't give financial advice. Please consider this video entertainment. Today I am talking about the price of silver. This is the monthly chart in logarithmic. If we look at the moving averages first, we are well above all our moving averages, and our 100 is just crossing over the 200 in a bullish pattern. It happened right here, and then we came back down to the 100. So it's happening again. Will we come down to the 100, or right here, the 50 and the 1 crossed the 200, and we just went for a run, but came back and tested this 100. So I feel like there's a 100 test in our future, but this is still pretty bullish. On the weekly, we had a really high volume right here. This could be indicating a top. Not always. Here was not a top. But here was a top. Anyways, on our moving averages, we are really stretched from the 200. So this is our distance from the 200 period moving average. And if I drag this back here to 2020, we are the same distance from the 200 moving average as we were in 2020. We have been further away, but it has been a long time. All right. To the daily. And so we got this real tall volume right here, which could indicate a top. Kind of did right here, short-term top. We pull back a little. If I jump into the daily, all right, we're really starting to see volume pick up through here. And that could be institutional selling. We have a gap on our silver futures, which is really rare. There are none recently. Again, we are stretched over our moving averages. I pull this back and look at our volume profiles. We are above currently all of our different types, so different time frames of volume profile. We got this right here at 32, down here at 23. Let's go to the weekly. And again, we are on top of all of our points of control by a long shot. If I switch over to the SIVR, Aberdeen Silver Shares, you see we are in this upward channel. We've hit the top. The important thing to note here on this graph is this is a weekly chart. We've got these weekly gaps going all the way down here to this bottom point of control. So that is concerning. Gaps like to fill eventually. It could be years. All right, going out to the monthly. And all our volume profiles are way down here around $17 on silver. Again, we got the next highest point of control would be 24.50-ish. And then maybe up here around 29. All right. So let's close these up. And I'm going to do a fib channel on the monthly. So what I'm doing is I'm running a Fibonacci channel connecting these bottoms with that bottom. So this is all of the data, running it to the top. And we have these beautiful lines that cut through these Fibonacci channel lines. We've been broke through the 382, or the 236, then the 382, the 0.5, up here past the 618, on back down, and now we're up to the 0.5 again. Kind of completing the cup here. So this is Fibonacci level on a monthly. If I close this up and jump down into a weekly channel, here is my line on the bottom, connecting all of these points to this top. Again, we're now at the 618. We've got really pretty lines running through here. I think this is really valid fib levels. Finally, we jump into the daily and we do our steepest fib channel. Now we're just connecting these 2 points along with this top right here. Here at the 0.5. We've been bouncing along this 0.5 for quite some time. So this is where we pull back, almost got there, pull back. We're up here on the 0.5. So we should pull back at least to this 236, if not all the way back to the 1. Again, we got a silver future gap down here. If I do a weekly extension, fib extension, from the bottom to this top to this bottom, we got this great fib lines. We just broke over the 1. I close this up. And I do a real short-term one on the daily chart. The bottom to this top to this bottom. We get these real pretty lines. And we are now above the 2618. Here is a fib retracement from the bottom to the top. We've got real pretty lines all through here. And this is assuming this Fibonacci works out so nice. Assuming that this indeed is the top. So we can go back in time with this, and these are real pretty looking lines. All right, back forward. If I do a shorter or a different fib, so we're now at this bottom, and assuming this is the top. We were down here using this bottom, but we're going to move up and use this one right now. And we also have really pretty Fibonacci lines through here. And if I go through time, they continue to be valid. If I come back here, I think it's really interesting if I have both of them open. And you can see in between these 2 fib lines, it's like this is where we battle, decide where we're going, like down, back up here, broke out. Same thing down here between these 2 fib lines. It's like, where are we going to break up or down? It's like a decision area. We got our 618 and 5 are overlapped. And it's real strong. And again, here we got this decision zone where it broke back down, here, fake down and up. Again, decision zone down and up. If I look at the silver futures divided by the S&P 500, we're down here in this higher low, trying to curve up, breaking through our moving averages. I could do a fib channel right here, which is nice and pretty. Looking at these lines, and we're trying to approach the 236. So we could get there by either silver going up or the stock market going down, or a combination. If I look at the monthly RSI, we are in a long-term uptrend, but we are pretty overbought, but we have been higher. Same thing with the MACD on the monthly. Everything here is really bullish. We have been higher, long-term uptrend. Stochastic is pinned. It doesn't get any higher, and everything's bullish on the parabolic SAR super trend strategies. Take it into the weekly, still bullish here. RSI, it has been higher. Let me see if I can get both of these in here, both tops. Well, we're right there at the weekly high. Right there and turning down. And our MACD is real bullish still. And our stochastic is pinned. Everything is bulls down here. Jumping to the daily. Again, all bulls on the parabolic SAR and the super trend. Now you see our MACD is trying to cross over. It's in positive territory, but trying to cross over to the downward side. Our histograms are getting smaller. We've gone from really overbought to crossing over on the RSI. Stochastic is pointing down, but still up in overbought territory. If we jump into the monthly RSI Bollinger Band, we are above our Bollinger Band. Our money flow index is pretty high. It has been higher. Squeeze momentum is bullish. ADX is 31, so it's a strong upward trend on the weekly. We are pretty overbought in the money flow index. Again, outside of our Bollinger Band on the top side. Squeeze momentum is still bullish, and ADX is still saying a strong uptrend. Finally, on the daily, well above our Bollinger Band, money flow index is starting to taper off. Squeeze momentum is starting to taper off, and ADX has gone from basically overbought and is trying to head down here. Once it gets above 40, which it's got up to almost 47, is now bending down, saying the top is maybe in. So all in all, I don't think this is the right time to be getting into silver. I think this is a good time to wait for some of these gaps to fill and get in at a better price. If you like this, give me a thumbs up and subscribe. We'll talk to you later.